Today we are going to explore mixing colors and printmaking. You will be doing some CD printmaking to create flowers. You will be painting different colors on the side of a CD. You will also get to use Q-tips to pull away some paint, and then you will print them, press them down, and pick them back up onto your paper to create a background full of flowers and to practice mixing colors. Let's get started. When you start printmaking, make sure your name is on the back of your paper, and each table will have different colors that mix well and look nice together. That way we don't have to clean the CDs in between printmaking. So this CD has already been used and I can use it again. So here at this table I have oranges and yellows, and every table will have some white too. So what you'll do is you can kind of make like little petal shapes around the back of your CD and start to fill it with the colors that you want to use. And maybe you want a mostly orange flower, or maybe you want to have a mixture of colors like I'm doing. I'm going to do orange and yellow, but I'm keeping my paint pretty thick. See how it's pretty thick on there? And just going around, and I'm okay with these colors mixing a little bit. I'm never going to stir them up in the cup, but if they mix on my CD, that's fine. So it's totally up to you what colors you choose. And then the paintbrushes, when you're done using them, you just put them back into that cup so someone else can use it. Okay. I also want to put a little bit of white. Sometimes you can do textures with the paintbrushes, so I'm going to stamp on little white dots to have some texture in the center of my flower. And the other cool thing that you can do, each table will have Q-tips. The Q-tips are a way to pull off some of the paint and kind of draw designs on your flower. So if I want to make the edge of my flower nice and curvy, I can pull the paint off with my Q-tip and make a design. Or maybe you want to make the edge of your flower pointy. It's totally up to you. So now I'm pulling that off, and I can do that on the inside too. I can make some different lines, textures, and designs on my flower using my Q-tip. So I'm pulling the paint off with that. Once I'm happy with what I've done, I'm going to press this down. So we're printmaking, so we're pressing it down, and I'm going to apply equal pressure. So that means I'm going to put both hands down this way and then do it one more time this way. I'm not moving it around. I'm pressing it down and then carefully picking it back up to see what my print made. Now there's still some paint left on here that I can make something called a ghost print. So this flower's here. I don't want the same flower to be right next to it, but I might move it over here and do it off the edge of my paper so that you see kind of part of it. And I'm going to press this down and pick that back up, and it's just going to be a lighter version of what I did up here. So that's kind of cool, and it's kind of fun to have part of it go off the edge of the paper too. Okay, once I'm done with one print, I can do another print with these same colors. Maybe this time I want to do more white or more yellow. That's totally up to you. Or you can go to another table. If you go to another table, you leave the paintbrushes and the paints, you leave the CD at that same table, and all you take with you is your paper. So I'm going to go to another table. At this table I have blues and purples. They're also next to each other on the color wheel. They mix well and they look nice together. This time I'm going to start with some purple. I'm just going to kind of paint on my purple to start. I'm going to paint most of my CD with purple. I'll put my paintbrush back in, and then I'm going to take my light blue, kind of just make some designs around the edge with my light blue, keeping my paint really thick on my brush, keeping my paintbrush on its tippy toes. Now I'm kind of stamping some things on. Okay, and then I'll add some white as well. Put that back into the cup when I'm done. Then I'm going to take my Q-tip and draw some designs. So this time I'm going to make some like pointier edges around my CD. So we can draw and take the paint off any way we want. So every print that we create is going to be different and awesome, and that's why this is so fun. I'm gonna do another zigzag design on the inside too, because flowers have layers. So I'm using my Q-tip to pull off some of that paint. And now I'm printmaking, so I'm gonna press it down. Equal pressure. And carefully pick it back up. Ooh, that's cool. And now remember, I can do a second print. This time I'm gonna go up here, press down. Ooh, that one got pretty light, but I like how it looks. Okay, this time I'm gonna use the same CD, but I think I'm gonna do a lot of white and a little bit of blue. I love when flowers are just white, so I'm just gonna kind of fill this middle part with white. It's kind of got some orange on there. That's okay. And then add some blue around it. Use my paint pretty thick. And then a little bit of blue in the middle. And now I'll use my Q-tip again to just kind of make some wavy lines. They're not all going to be connected this time, they're just going to be random. To show the layers of petals in my flower. Alright, so I have that there. Now I'm going to press down. Notice how I'm going around the edge of my paper to really fill and get my flowers going to the edges of the paper. Kind of looks like they're coming off the paper. Ooh, I like that print. I got it really close to the edge there. And I kind of didn't get this spot because I went off the paper, so I'm going to flip it this way. Have this one be right in this corner. Press it down in this corner and back up. So it's just a little bit right there. I could probably do one more in here, but I don't want to overlap all these other ones, so I'm going to try going back to my orange. Now I'm back at the orange and yellow table, and I'm back at that same CD I had been using, but instead of filling the whole CD, when I'm printmaking, I'm going to take my yellow, and I'm just going to fill part of it to make this smaller print in the space I want to use. So I filled that with some yellow. I'm gonna just kind of go around the edge with orange and see what happens. Oh, I want to use my Q-tip just to make some petal lines. We'll see how this turns out. All right, so I'm gonna press this down in this middle spot. It back up. Ooh, so you can kind of print a part of your CD and only part of it will come. So I might do that one more time in this corner where there's lots of blue and purple. So I have a variety of colors. Press it down. There's my ghost print. Ooh, and it kind of overlapped that other one. That's kind of neat. I might do it one more time right up here in this corner where there's lots of blue. Because then I have a variety of colors all around my paper. Okay. Once this is all dry, you can use some green oil pastels and make some leaves because they'll stand out on your black paper. So I can draw some leaves in, adding lines for veins on my leaves and more details. So I'm drawing these leaves in with my oil pastels, carefully coloring them in and outlining them to make them stand out. I can do that here. One other thing you could do is you could take a Q-tip and white and add some little dots around your flowers too if you wanted to add some extra little designs. These are all different ways to make these flowers your own. So I'm still printmaking with the Q-tip because I'm pressing it down and picking it back up. I'm not drawing all around. It's kind of just a fun way to add some smaller details. I cannot wait to see the flower creations that you print when you begin your CD printmaking. Have so much fun choosing different colors and designs and making these your own. Good luck!